What's up guys, how you all doing? I'm good, are you good? Great. This week I'm doing the My First Time tag. Now I'm going to go through a load of questions that is on the tag thing and answer them all for you. So here we go. The first one is my first tweet, and I found it just about 2 minutes ago before I started filming, and it's horrendously bad, but I will put it on screen for you. There you go. Yep. Take it in. First YouTube video was something like my first vlog, something like that. I'd done other stuff before, but I've deleted it all now because it was just me practicing if I was any good and see if I could get anyone watching, and I built up like 20 subscribers and then I deleted them all and then actually started doing it properly. So yeah, my first video that you can actually watch is called My First Vlog, I think. So yeah, there you go. First person I subscribed to on YouTube, I think it was Family Gamer TV, I think. Because I was into all that kind of Skylander stuff at that time, and they used to do loads of coverage on it. So I think that was the first channel. I think that was the first channel I pressed subscribe to, ever. I know I made an account around that time. Oh, was it though? Because there was a lot. It was either them or Coin-Op TV. One of them two were the first ones I subscribed to. So there you go. First Facebook profile pic. This is gonna be fun. There you go. I mean, what's even going on with the hair? It just looks like two devil horns. I mean, I really don't know. And it's very badly taken. It was like literally taken on like a really bad laptop camera when I was setting up my profile. And as you can see, I clearly was not the age you had to be on Facebook at that time. So there you go. Do you still talk to your first love? Yes, I do. We just became friends, and yeah, that's kind of what happened. We were very, very close, and then we separated, and then we've just become good friends. So yes, I do still talk to her. What was your first alcoholic drink? I have it up there. This was the first ever bottle of alcohol I ever consumed, and it all went downhill from then. But I've always kept it. So yeah, I've always kept it. I thought it was quite a cool thing to keep. It's the first bottle of any alcohol I've ever drank, and I keep the bottle in my room. My first job, I can technically say YouTube because I haven't got a job. So there you go, YouTube is my first job because I haven't got a job yet. I've never had a job, and I won't have one, I'd say, for at least another year. Maybe next year I'll get a job, but I've got college, so probably a year, maybe 2 years I'll get a job. But I'd rather study now and do what I want at the age I am. And then when I actually have to go to uni and stuff like that and actually start paying for stuff, I will get a job then. So no, my first job is YouTube. It'll be very ironic if this became my job, which I would love. What was your first car? Haven't got a car yet, been told I can drive now. Found that out the other day, quite happy. So I'm thinking a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Parents take notes, so yeah, one of them two. That will be one of my first cars, definitely. The first person that texts you today? I don't know, I haven't looked. If I can include Facebook, that would help, because I don't actually think anyone's texted me today. I got added to a group chat, and I spoke to people on a group chat. So yeah, there you go. There's someone called Tia. There you go. Hi, if you're watching. So yes, that is the first person I spoke to today. Ironically, someone has literally just messaged me. So I'm going to count this person. You're in my new video. So there's a guy called Olu who's just texted me. So there you go, you can have that. Who texted you first today? It was Olu. There you go. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? My dad. And I was thinking, when are you going to cook me breakfast? Who was your first graded teacher? So the first teacher that actually marked my work. I can't remember. And I'm being honest, I really cannot remember. I remember the first teacher I had was called Mrs. Drinkwater. Remember that. I think, I don't know. I'm trying to think who the first actual teacher that started marking work for me was. Well, my first actual teacher was Mrs. Drinkwater, so you know that now, so there you go. Where did you first go on an aeroplane? I went to Jersey. That was the first place That's the first place I ever went to on an aeroplane, because I had to do a check flight to see if I could actually stand the flight with my condition. And I could, and it was only like 20 minutes, half an hour long, something like that. And that's where I went. And then a few weeks later we went to Paris. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to them? No, I don't still talk to them, but they were called James Harris. And if you're watching this, hi, message me. We haven't spoken for like 7 years. We were picked up in a taxi every day back and forth to school, and we just became very, very good friends. And he was probably my best friend during primary school. So there you go. What was the first thing you did this morning? I put on my dressing gown and my slippers, if that counts. What was the first concert you ever went to? It was the Raise Sunshine concert in 2011 where they had JLS, Ollie Murs, The Saturdays and Tingy Strider and someone else who I can't remember. I'm really sorry. So yes, that was the first concert I ever went to. It was really, really good. I loved it, and then I became a really big fan of JLS, and I got to meet them a few years later. Yay! First bone you ever broke? No idea. Probably my ribs in surgery. I have no idea what I remember breaking bones. I've broken my leg, and I've broken like 3 fingers, and I've broken my arm. I've dislocated my shoulder many times. I don't actually know what the first breakage was. I've snapped my back in half. That's painful. That's really painful. Then I had to have surgery and it fixed it. But yeah, I've snapped my back in half. That's quite impressive. So yeah, try and beat that. First piercing, never got one. I used to have a gastrostomy and that was a hole in my stomach. But that was to put like water and food through because I refused to eat when I was younger. But now that's just healed up and I have 2 belly buttons. But yeah, no piercings whatsoever. Sadly not allowed them. First foreign country you've ever gone to? I've answered this. It was Paris. I love this one. First movie you ever remember going to see, there was 2. It was either I wanted to say Dory then. It was either Finding Nemo or the Piglet movie. I remember seeing them 2 and being very scared of that shark. So there, yeah, one of them 2 was my first film. It was in either order, but those were the first 2 films I ever saw: Finding Nemo and the Piglet film. Oops. When was your first attention? Oh God. I'd say when I was 7, 6, something like that. I used to be one that used to really muck about in class and just laugh at everything, and I couldn't be bothered to work because I was stupid and tired. So, and this was just me in primary school. So it was probably I was feeling unwell and just couldn't be bothered to work, so they just thought I was being lazy. Or I was messing around with people and just wasn't bothering anyway. It was one of them 2. I was one of those kinds of people in primary school. Who was your first roommate? My first roommate is a guy called Connor Cousins. Hi if you're watching. And he is my best friend. There you go. They're my new best friend. Sorry, James. No, I've known Connor for 6 years and 7 years. Wow, that's really weird. 7 years I've known Connor now, and we've just become very, very good friends. And he was the first person I ever shared a room with. 12 to, I want to say till we were 16. Yeah, till we were 16 we always had the same room. So we became very good friends. What's the first thing you do when you get home? It depends. If I'm at college, I cook and eat. If I'm at home and it's the end of the week, I sleep and watch YouTube. It's usually what I do. One of them 2, depending on where I am. And that was the final question. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Just so you know, next week there won't be a video at all whatsoever, because I am moving out. That's really weird to say on camera, but yeah, I am moving out on Sunday, so there won't be a video. There's not going to be any time for me to film it, and there is definitely not going to be any time whatsoever for me to edit or upload it. So I'm sorry about that, but the week after that there will definitely be a video in a new location. So the next time you'll see me, I'll be in my flat, which is a really weird thing to say. And yeah, just so you know, there's no video next week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, please press subscribe, like the video if you did, and if you wanted to comment, just go ahead. I've got my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat now down below if you want to go and check them out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks time. See ya.